I gave them 5 years, but it looks like the demise is coming a lot sooner than we thought. And we're talking about the CW. The CW is now up for sale by Warner and CBS. This is coming off of a lot of wires. We got this off Deadline. Nexstar is one looking into this network. Will it be the CW? Hard to say. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, it's, you look at many years ago, it used to be UPN, CW. You had networks like UPN 9 and many others. Those came and gone. Now we have the CW. And I said this, the CW is going to be the next one to go because of the ratings. And let's just read a little bit into this. This is Nelly Androvia who wrote this article. The CW may get a new majority owner 15 years after the broadcast network's launch, considering that the CW has been the longest as far as its previous incarnations. Its co-parents, Viacom, CBS, and Warner Media, are considering controlling stake sale, sources confirmed to Deadline. Nexstar Media Group, which is the CW's largest affiliate group following its acquisitions of Tribune, is believed to be among interested buyers. Sources caution that conversation with multiple suitors are exploratory stages and no deal is imminent. The potential sale, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, comes amid the ownership change for Warner Media, which has been acquired by Discovery. We saw this coming on there, that a lot of stuff is going to be going away because Discovery is going to just junk a lot of stuff on there. Pending regulatory approval, none of the architects of the CW, which replaced the WB and UPN in 2006, are still around, as I said. Most notably, the former CEO, CBS CEO, Les Movies, who was the driving force behind it. Since the CW's creation, CBS merged with Viacom while Warner was acquired by AT&T, which is now selling it to Discovery. The CW, which caters to young adults, has defined expectations, getting to 15 years when many had predicted it would fold or move to cable digital early in its run. The network business model has worked because of its unique setup, being co-owned by two major studios that supplied all of its scripted programming. While the CW has never been profitable as a standalone entity, it has created value for its studio parents, providing U.S. broadcast distribution for shows that they can exploit internationally and on streaming. Among the valuable assets CW's helped create for its studio, including The Arrowverse, Riverdale, All American, Gossip Girls, Walker, Dynasty, and Jane the Virgin. That is hard to replicate, which is why I hear most likely scenario will be for Warner and Viacom CBS to sell the majority stake in the CW while retaining minority ownership and remaining suppliers. The CW current model makes it unfeasible for outside studios to produce shows for its networks. It would be interesting to see if a new majority owner would change the terms so other studios can supply the networks among Warner Brothers TV and CBS studios. For the past decade, the CW has been run by Chairman and CEO Mark Pedowitz, who then took a female skewing network and broadened its appeal, balancing its audience with shows like DC Dramas, Riverdale, and forging a digital path for the brand. The CW received a major shot in the arm in 2011 when Netflix paid $1 billion for streaming rights for the network's entire lineup. A number of CW shows remained on Netflix, bringing in the fees, but in 2019, Warner and CBS Studios opted to end the agreement and instead steer the series they produced for the CW to their own streaming services. The end of the Netflix deal gave the CW in-season stack rights to their own shows, which has been the key network of growing the digital footprint. An early adopter of streaming, the CW formidable digital option and outsizing social media reach, which could be attractive to buyers, which potentially includes streamings, I hear. A Nexstar deal would bring CW in line with other broadcast networks, following the traditional model of a network controlling its main affiliate stations. It would eliminate the stress over the network's future every time the contracts with the major CW affiliate groups are up for renewal. Now, the thing is, when you look at this whole thing, yes, you have Warner Media, yes, you have Viacom CBS involved. The thing is, and if you look at it, and you look at Stargirl and Superman and Lois, most of that production itself is in-house when it comes to that. The rest of the lineups, and I believe the rest of the lineups, are outside production houses, which a lot of them are across the border over in Canada, which I think some of them are being pulled back on their stuff, like The Flash and the Batwoman series and a couple of others. But here's the thing. Here's the major thing. And this is why when it comes to Discovery, and I hope that Discovery makes the changes over at Warner, the current CEO over at Discovery wants to just revamp everything, especially like CNN and a lot of their networks. For the reason is, a lot of the programming is not sustainable, not profitable, and the ratings are in the basement with a lot of stuff. You could say in streaming that you can have some success and some defeats when it comes to that. I mean, Superman, Lois, and Stargirl are the two perfect examples to the situations. Those both shows have done very well. Now, Stargirl has reverted to CW Productions, if I'm not mistaken, if they haven't pulled it back again. But you look at stuff that was in pre-production, like the Powerpuff Girls live-action series, and you see how bad that series turned out to be. And basically, they had to go back to the drawing board for that show. And one of the main cast members decided to drop out. Who knows what's going to happen with that show now? And especially now that the CW is on the selling block through all these shows, Babylon 5, Powerpuff Girls, and other shows that were supposed to be on the drawing board right now. Will they be put aside? I mean, if Warner's smart enough right now, and I'll tell you, perfect example, pull Superman and Lois away from the CW network, Stargirl, pull away the Babylon 5 project, keep it within Warner itself. Do not let CW handle this.